All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are going to break down a really simple but honestly game-changing technique that's going to transform that awkward, boring small talk into conversations that actually feel, real. It's called the why pivot.
You know that feeling, right? You're stuck. You're just trading facts back and forth like you're in a job interview. It's polite, sure, but it is so forgettable. Well, there's actually a name for that exact situation, and it's the root of the entire problem.
Yep, it's called the resume conversation. And I'm willing to bet you've had like 5 of these just this week. It's become our default way of chatting, and it's basically where genuine connection goes to die.
So what is it exactly? Well, it's any conversation that stays completely on the surface, just hitting the facts about a person, their job, where they live, what they did last weekend. It's like you're literally just reading their resume out loud. You find out what they do, but you have absolutely no idea who they are. And here are the usual suspects. What's your job? Where do you live? Look, these questions aren't evil, but they build a conversation out of these dry, impersonal little facts. They keep us swimming in the shallow end, and we never, ever get to the good stuff. But don't worry, there's a super simple fix.
And that fix is the why pivot. This is the simple little shift that can turn a boring interview into a fascinating exploration, and it's all about changing one tiny little word.
This right here, this is the secret sauce. Instead of just collecting facts about someone, you start exploring their motivations. Every single time someone hands you a what, you just pivot to why. Let me show you exactly what I mean.
This slide just makes it so crystal clear. On one side, someone says, I'm an accountant, and the resume conversation just stops. Dead end. But when you pivot, when you ask something like, oh, cool, what made you choose numbers? Suddenly, you're talking about their passions, their personality. Same with travel. I went to Italy is just a fact. But why Italy? Now that's the start of a story. This is my absolute favorite way to think about it. I call it 5-year-old logic, right? A kid doesn't want you to just identify the house. They are dying to tell you the story behind why that door is bright purple. The fun, the creativity, the personality, it is all in the why. That's where the magic always is.
Okay, to really get this idea to stick in your head, let's use an analogy. I want you to think of every conversation you have as building something much bigger than just a pile of facts. Let's just say that every conversation is a house. You and the other person, you're building it together. So the question is, what materials are you using?
Well, the facts, the job, the hometown, the school, those are just the bricks. They're essential for sure. They give the house its structure. But let's be honest, nobody wants to hang out in just a pile of bricks. A house made only of bricks is cold, it's empty, it's boring.
But the why, that's the good part. The why, the motivation, the passion, the story behind it all. That is the warm fireplace right in the center of the house. It's a thing that makes it feel like a home. It's what draws people in, makes them want to kick back and stay a while, and it makes the entire experience unforgettable. So the mission is simple. Stop just laying bricks and start looking for the fireplace.
Okay, so the theory is great, but how do we actually do this, like today? Well, I'm going to give you 3 challenges, from easy to hard, that you can use to start practicing the why pivot literally right now.
Think of it like a game with 3 levels. Easy mode is just a simple word swap. Instead of, how was your lunch? Try, what made you pick that place? It feels a little different, but it opens up a whole new door. For medium mode, go for the origin story. Ask someone how they first got into their job or hobby. People love telling that story. And for challenge mode, try to uncover one of their core values by asking about a small, recent choice they made. You'd be amazed what you can learn. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back to that one central idea, the real goal we should be aiming for in all of our conversations. I want you to remember this. The point isn't just to fill the silence. It's not about exchanging data. It's about connecting. It's about getting past all those boring bricks to find that warm, glowing fireplace, that beautiful collection of passions and stories and motivations that makes a person who they truly are. So I'm going to leave you with this one question, a little challenge. Don't just let this be some interesting idea you heard. Go put it into action. In your very next conversation with a coworker, a friend, the person making your coffee, what's the one why you're going to ask?